Your dad is Pikachu? He asked Emma politely. But before either of us could respond, we heard it. The monster had returned. Looking across the shining bridge, we stared across at the thing that had taken my daughter. It towered over us, and its pale white eyes seemed to cast a new color upon the room. I put myself in between the children and onto the bridge. Stay back. Maybe I can distract it while the two of you run past, I said. I watched as the thing unfolded its wings and began to smile. A row of red teeth, far too large for its mouth, were illuminated now, and I knew there was no way we could get past the creature. Then, suddenly, I heard the soft voice of my daughter behind me. Dad, don't you understand? You're Pikachu now. I looked back at her. Daddy, you can kill it. Honey, I'm just a doll now. I don't have any real powers, I replied sadly. Emma smiled down at me. You can do it, Dad. I knew it was crazy, but what did we have to lose? Okay, Emma. I'll try. Tell me what to do. The little boy spoke before she could reply. You have to say it, he said. Suddenly, the creature unfolded its wings completely and began to hover above the bridge. I could hear the same rhythm of its flapping as it smiled and came closer slowly. Say what? I asked. Emma spoke quietly. You have to say your name. You have to say Pikachu. That's how it works. Pikachu? I asked curiously. No, Dad. You have to mean it when you say it. I looked back over at the creature as it made its way towards my daughter. You have to believe. As I looked from the creature back to my daughter, I felt a tiny flicker of hope. I took a step forward onto the bridge. Something began to change inside me. I could feel the beginning of electricity begin to surge. It seemed to flow through the ground, up into my tiny legs and into my entire body. My eyes began to shine brightly. Pika. The beginning of the spark. Pika. Sparks began to fly all around me now. The creature stopped smiling as my eyes glowed white. Pikachu! For a moment, I really was Pikachu. Thunder shook the cavern around us and fell down onto the creature. It cried out in agony as electricity made its way through the thing's body, and then it fell. It fell far into the endless cavern below. As it did, the three of us hurried across the bridge and towards the breeze we had felt earlier. We made our way up into the light of day and into a forest of dark green trees. It took us hours, and it seemed there was no end in sight, when the sound of cars could be heard. A road. I looked back towards Emma and the little boy. I don't think we can tell anyone, I said. Emma stared down at me. What should we say? She asked. I thought for a moment. Tell them the truth about being taken, but never tell anyone about the creature you two saw. Tell them a man kidnapped you, and you never got a good look at him. The two children nodded back at me as the three of us stood together one last time. I reached up to Emma as she took me in her arms. We stepped back into civilization. It turns out that the little boy happened to live a few streets over, and the two of them became close friends. I was glad my daughter had someone else who knew what happened.